Today, on the Impact News Network, we report on the role of capital in the age of social enterprise. Hi, I'm Jeff Brenner, Chief Financial Officer at NCB Capital Impact, and I'll be your host as we examine how access to capital has changed for those involved in social enterprise. Specifically, we wanted to better understand how the financial crisis has affected each of the different groups critical to delivering capital for impact investing. We spoke to a few people representing those groups. This is what they had to say.
So the question before us today is, how has capital changed in the last 3 to 5 years? I like to think that the capital has become stronger and smarter, but the main change is that there are a lot fewer capital providers out there because of all the disruption that all of us know about that has occurred in the last few years in the financial markets.
So the market has changed quite a bit. And I think that the downturn, the Great Recession that we are living through, has made us all slightly more conservative. And some of that is placing more reserves against risk. Some of that is doing a second and third run at underwriting. Some of that has been adding to our investment committee with specific expertise to feel more strongly grounded in our credit evaluation. We also, for the first time at Calvert Foundation this past year, have created a standalone risk management team that's specifically focused on our underwriting and credit risk assessment and loan loss reserve process.
It used to be we sat down with our borrowers, our partners, and understood the type of financing that they needed for their product. And then it was pretty easy because capital was so very available to go out and find an investor to fill that niche. Now we spend more time with both sides of the transaction, talking to our investors and talking to our partners and understanding both of their needs, and have to spend more time marrying those needs so we have a product that meets our investors' priorities and our partners' priorities.
So Dana, tell us what you think the role of capital in social enterprise is.
I think working from the perspective of low and moderate income communities, the role of capital is really the fuel that drives our economies. And everything from capital for enterprise so that they can grow and go to the next level, but also access capital for low and moderate income families to help them smooth the ups and downs in their economic daily lives. And I think it's always needed, it's increasing, and additional forms continue to be needed in order to make sure people have what they need to seek economic prosperity and join the economic mainstream.
I think one of the things at Calvert Foundation that we found to be different is the level of interest from individuals in investing in social enterprise and being willing to take social returns in exchange for financial returns. And the individual investor market has really expanded in ways that we even didn't anticipate, having been in this business for 15 years, raising capital from individuals to invest in communities in the U.S. and abroad. And so we're very excited about the new capital that is coming into the marketplace. We also see institutions playing in a very different way than they have in the past. I think institutions, institutional capital is much more interested in partnering with intermediaries, including nonprofit intermediaries like CDFIs, to place capital in communities. They are realizing and have a growing recognition that nonprofits and CDFIs and community-based entities are better able, more flexible, more willing to work in underserved communities and get capital to people who need it.
The important piece of it is that we want to do well and do good at the same time. Doing this type of work in communities, in low to moderate income communities, can be done safely, soundly, and in a way that returns profit as well. I can't say that the factors that we consider in making investment decisions have really changed over the last 3 to 5 years. We have then and continue to focus on our partners, their financial strength, their management strength, the strength of their balance sheets, and their track record and their performance. That for us is really the underpinning of the business when we look at how we lend and operate with CDFIs and how we lend and operate in low-income communities across this country. We're always looking for the best partners, and we're looking for the groups that understand the communities and can deliver impact.
So you've just heard a couple different perspectives from people at the nexus of delivering capital for social enterprise, but this is just the beginning of the discussion. We hope that you'll join us and take some time to add your comments right here in the comment area. I'm Jeff Brenner for the Impact News Network. Join us in a couple of weeks when we talk about the role of capacity in the age of social enterprise.